Okay, now there is one good thing about the Rings of Power. It is a very good show to put on if you're having trouble falling asleep. The Rings of Power has added a new episode on Amazon Prime Video. And it's even more boring than the last one. But of course, before we get into anything, guys, if you enjoy my content and you want to see more, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Episode 4, man. I'll be honest. I had a hard time staying awake during this episode. Nothing is really keeping me entertained or super interested in this show. Every storyline just seems to be slowly, and I mean slowly, building to something. I feel like they already knew they were committed for 5 seasons when writing this, so they're just dragging the story and stretching it as much as they can. Anyways, let's talk about some good things in this episode. So Brouwen's son, Theo, found this sword in the first episode, and it has some sort of like darkness to it. We actually get to see him use it in this episode, and I thought it looked pretty cool. He literally stabs his own arm, and the sword like forms into a full sword. Turns out it's some ancient sword from Sauron, I guess. We learn that later in the episode when the old guy confronts him about it. So hopefully they do something interesting with that. Now, I don't know if I was supposed to find this scene funny, but I did.
We may have a bit of a squall on our hands.
Elf ships on our shore. Elf workers taking your trades. Workers who don't sleep.
Wow, Rings of Power. Not only are they inspired by Tolkien, but they're also inspired by the creators of South Park.
Oh, they took our jobs!
They took your job! They took your job! Took your job!
I guess another thing I liked from this episode was this moment with Arondir. So that was pretty much all I liked from this episode. Now let's talk about the things I disliked. Like the whole episode. More specifically, the predictable writing. I swear to God, when I was watching this episode, nearly half the time, it went something like this. Oh, she's definitely going to wake up from her dream here. Yup. I think Elrod's listening to this conversation, right? Yup.
Oh, no, it would be
It's actually called Mithril.
Mithril.
Oh yeah, Theo escaped. Psh, there's about to be an orc. 3, 2. Yep. I bet I'll say the Rings of Power next. Boom, called it. Another thing with this episode is I genuinely thought it was going to end several times. Here it goes. It's going to end with Durin and his father talking. Oh, nope. Still a little bit more. Oh, it definitely ends with this old man talking about Sauron. No? Alright. Oh, it's totally ending. Galadriel just left on a boat and the leaves are blowing everywhere. What? How is this not over? But don't worry, guys. The episode eventually ends. Now, of course, you might be asking yourself, oh, Marcus, is Galadriel still, a shitty character? Yes. She still is. She keeps demanding all this stuff, and that eventually leads her to be put in prison. And when she is released, because she is being sent back to Middle-earth, she beats up some guards and puts them in her own cell. I mean, that's pretty funny. Almost as funny as She-Hulk. She literally just does whatever she wants. She doesn't even care if you're a queen. She will tell you you are wrong and that she's right. Obviously. I hope her being this way is done on purpose. Because maybe at the end of the season, this way of thinking leads her to make a huge mistake, and she realizes that she needs to take a step back. Not be so forward. Maybe see things from a different angle. Be who she truly needs to be to defeat evil.
She's a strong woman. So she's never wrong.
I hope that's not the case. So, did you guys watch Rings of Power Episode 4? If you did, let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like it and subscribe for more videos just like this. If you want to catch up on any of my other content, be sure to click on this playlist
right here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.